Good morning. It's April 6th, 2023, and I'm about to read you a letter that I wrote to Mr. Ken Sim, the Mayor of Vancouver, BC, Canada. Dear Mr. Ken Sim, Mayor of Vancouver, BC, Canada, I hope this letter finds you well on the 6th day of April, 2023. Mr. Mayor, I wonder how you slept last night in what I'm assuming was a warm, comfortable bed, most likely with a full belly and clean sheets. I wonder how you felt when you looked in the mirror after enjoying a hot shower this morning as you got ready for work. I wonder if you thought about the humans, the people, the Canadian citizens, the Vancouverites who lost their homes and worldly possessions to garbage trucks yesterday in a most heartless display of callous, cruel, and destructive policymaking. Denying dignity and respect to our most vulnerable citizens is a black mark on our province and country. How we treat the disadvantaged and support those who are in need speaks volumes about the nature of our society. This action by your government sends a message to the whole world that Canada is a cold and uncaring elitist country, far from our previous reputation of being welcoming and friendly. It was shocking to see images on Canadian news channels of city workers throwing clean blankets, tents, clothing, furniture, and personal possessions into garbage trucks with glee on their faces. Where, Mayor Sim, do you suppose all of these people slept last night? How do you imagine they are coping with the trauma that your policy has inflicted upon them by deeming their lives garbage? How do you expect them to recover and even have a chance of ever reintegrating into society when their city, their mayor, throws them away like trash? What example are we setting for our future generations? Do you not expect to grow old and weak one day, Mr. Mayor? Do you believe that you, your family, your loved ones, and friends will never be in need of community support and compassionate care? If we create an environment where difficult problems and difficult people are swept under the rug, ignored, and then ultimately erased from our society, then we are all at risk of this horrific fate. How do you suppose you would feel? What emotions would you experience if during the hardest time of your life, your city came and took every last thing you had, including your bed, your blanket, your clothing, your sentimental possessions, basically everything that matters to you and everything you need to survive? Please tell me what on earth you expect these people to do now that you have stripped them and sent them to the streets naked and alone. The people affected by your actions yesterday are humans. They are us. We are them. You cannot just make people disappear. They're Canadian citizens, Vancouver residents. They have rights and they matter. The city of Vancouver has long failed its most disadvantaged people and created a spectacle of their plight rather than offering meaningful support and solutions. How many Canadians need to live in third world conditions and have their rights illegally stripped from them before we wake up as a society and create positive change? I pose these questions from the bottom of my heart as I try to make sense of the tragedy that I witnessed and the people experienced on April 5th, 2023 on Hastings Street in Vancouver, BC, Canada. In our Canadian justice system, a person is considered innocent until proven guilty. Yet here you have alleged every person in this encampment as the cause of all crime and civil unrest and used this as the means to remove their rights, which is egregiously unfair, unjust, and un-Canadian. Perhaps we can use this appalling ongoing human rights violation to create a constructive conversation around how we can support all people without judgment. Perhaps as citizens we can revisit what our Canadian values are and how we will envision a better future for the people of Canada. I thank you for your time and listening to me read this. Sincerely, Andrea Dewar, BC resident, Canadian citizen, concerned human. Have a great day.